Great story. We had some big downpours today, almost reminiscent of summertime, and have a more summer-like pattern coming up. Big thunderstorms still are continuing to move across, now more lower Alabama, outside of the Mississippi counties. North Shore is dry, and still have a few little pop-up thunderstorms, have some in New Orleans east and parts of Chalmette, although that is now winding down. So looks like the rest of the evening we'll see things settling down. Another cluster of storms associated with these little disturbances that are moving in from the west. We'll talk more about that one coming up in just a moment. We actually saw some sunshine start breaking back out. You can kind of see a mix of sun and more cloudiness though across the region. Back to 84 degrees underneath some of that rain cooled air. Temperatures will drop into the 70s, and believe it or not, this is normal. So it felt very warm. That's about where we're supposed to be. The difference though compared to last week is that the humidity is way up, so it makes those low 80s feel more like the upper 80s and even at times 90s. Generally in the 80s across most of the area. Some of that ongoing rainfall as it departs Bay St. Louis is at 79 and 74 over in Biloxi. Dew points are high, and unfortunately muggies are not going anywhere anytime soon. Southerly winds keeping that Gulf moisture in place, and the muggies are going to stay with us through at least the weekend and going into early next week. Some of the long range models calling for maybe another cold front. Or maybe I'm just being way too optimistic. Here's what's going on in the upper atmosphere. Again, plenty of warm air, very moist air as well, and all you need is the instability. Sometimes daytime heating provides that, but also sometimes these little embedded disturbances, and we've seen kind of that last week as well as this weekend of these features moving in from Texas. Now, most of our model guidance is indicating some of those thunderstorms over Houston right now will kind of weaken. We may see some little feature move toward us during the day tomorrow. However, most of the models have been keeping the bulk of that activity more to our west, the Chaffalay Basin, southwestern Louisiana, but just recently started to bring some of that activity maybe across the Florida parishes on the North Shore during the day tomorrow. So I would certainly say we will likely have some scattered rainfall during the day tomorrow, and made around 40%. Then another such feature starts moving in from the west on Wednesday. That one, though, looks like not really going to impact us that much. So I decreased our rain chances for Wednesday, maybe a little bit greater tomorrow. Again, what does this model say? Again, that activity over Texas. Now this one, remember the first model had that activity kind of dissipating. This one actually brings this little feature in our direction during the overnight without much fanfare. So maybe a few stray showers early this morning. The difficulty with these type of disturbances is trying to figure out exactly where they're going to go, which one is going to hold up, which one is just going to weaken. It does make the forecasting a little more difficult. So what we can say with more certainty is basically daily rain chances coming in. Now, most of the weather that we're going to see through the night tonight in terms of anything severe, based on the consensus from the Storm Prediction Center, likely keeps that off to our west. And our rain chances, again, through the next couple of days hovering around 30–40%. Then as we head toward Friday and the weekend, I'm keeping us at about a 10% chance at the most. The reason for that is we're going to see an upper ridge begin building in. That usually keeps us drier, but also means we warm up even more. And those may be the days that we could get to near 90 degrees as we head toward Friday and this coming weekend. So it won't be the rainfall this coming weekend for any outdoor events. It's really going to be more the heat and the lack of any shade, as high temperatures will soar into the upper 80s. Again, high heat indice or high humidity will make it feel like the 90s, so definitely will feel more like a summertime stretch of weather. I'll keep our rain chances around 30–40% over the next couple of days with those little disturbances moving in from the west, but with the upper ridge building in, we will stay mostly dry by the end of the week.
It was a weekend